Hello, welcome to MCFC 9320 Pubcast. Hope you're all well, Blues. Just thought I'd do a quick preview for the match against Leicester tomorrow. By the way, don't forget it's a 12:30 kickoff tomorrow and not 3 o'clock. So make sure you're in and watching it, in plenty of time, unless obviously you're lucky enough to be going to the match. And they've been a bit up and down, haven't they, this season, Leicester. At one point they was rooted to the bottom of the Premier League, but the past 3 games they've got themselves into some decent form. One, I think it's three on the trot. So it'll be a tricky match that, because we've also got a few niggles ourselves tomorrow. Pep had his press conference earlier, and he was asked about Haaland, if he's going to be fit, for the match tomorrow. Here's what he had to say.
He feels better, but we'll train this afternoon and we'll assess in a few hours.
What's the problem and how difficult a balance is it to, obviously he's so important to the team, but obviously, like everybody, he needs sort of rest and recuperation as well?
No, we'll see how that's feeling. He's fit, so we have to decide.
Yeah, he doesn't really like journalists, does he, Pep? The way he looks at him, it's class, honestly. So hopefully, the big man will be fit and ready to go tomorrow. But Alvarez is more than a capable deputy for Erling. But I think it's important we just get back on track tomorrow. Because I think Cancelo was a little bit of an injury doubt as well. Pep was also asked about is the England boys going to be fit for the World Cup. He was also asked as well, are players putting it in now, not just England, not just the England lads, but all the players what are going to the World Cup, are they really putting it in, or are they leaving a little bit behind because they don't want to be injured for the World Cup? This is what Pep had to say.
I would say no, because I'm not in the mind of players. I didn't talk on this subject, about this subject on them. So, but I'm pretty sure that when I think in World Cup, unfortunately many players got injured and they will miss a lost chance at the World Cup. It's a big blow for them. But I don't know. It's just 2 weeks before the end, so it's the last effort, and always advise them to be ready in the World Cup, to get at least the focus and play maximum in the game.
Yeah, I think it's been mentioned, between City. No, I don't care about any other club, but I think City fans, we feel that there is a little bit left behind. You look at Cancelo, for instance. He doesn't look the player he was last season. Has he got the World Cup in the back of his head a little bit? Only he will know that. Same with Ederson as well. This is my lineup for tomorrow. I don't know whether you agree. Pep says that Ederson is back for the game tomorrow, but I would play Ortega if I'm being brutally honest. I don't think Ederson was injured, for the Champions League match. I don't think Ederson was injured for the last match, against Brighton. I just think he was a little bit laxy-daisy. Whether the World Cup's in the back of his head, only he will know that. Do you agree with my lineup? I'd have Ortega, in goal, like I've just said. I would give Cancelo a game, to see, because we know he's fantastic going forward. It's just his defensive duties what's a little bit iffy. I'd definitely put Aki in there ahead of Laporte, because I think Aki's been brilliant so far this season, and probably our best defender, our best centre back. Diaz, I'd definitely play Diaz there, but I'd give Akanji a bit of a rest tomorrow. Put him on the bench and put Stonesy in, because what you're getting with Stones. He's just a bit more defensive minded. Although Akanji has been really, really good this season. I've been really, really impressed with him. Midfield, I go for Rodri there, but he may go for Gundogan. You can't really argue any player really. Well, almost every player who deserves to start. So I'd definitely put Rodri in there. Grealish, let's get him back to playing how he was just before the he was rested for the Champions League match. De Bruyne, I think that's a certain it. Bernardo in there as well. I mean, I put Foden on the right. There's a lot of talk at the moment about Mahrez. I can totally understand all the talk about Mahrez, but let's not make him a scapegoat, because we know his capabilities, we know what he can do. To be fair, he knows he's not in form himself. He's pretty much said that himself. And for him to take a penalty knowing that, takes a pair of them in my opinion. But I still won't play him tomorrow, but I would give him some game time, against his old club. I'd probably give him last 20 minutes just to see if he can, see what he can do, basically. And as I say, I've got Haaland up front, but if Haaland doesn't make it, I'd put I think Alvarez is the only choice to go in there. Do you agree with that lineup? Would you keep Ederson on the bench? I know Pep says he's starting, but that could just be a bit of a cloak and dagger from Pep. I think that team should get us 3 points tomorrow, but it's entirely up to the boys, isn't it? What we know, the work rate's always there for them, and the quality's there. Just hope it both comes together tomorrow. If you like the podcast and that, what we do, Blues, if you don't mind, just subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a penny. It doesn't. I promise you, it doesn't cost you a penny. It just gives us a bit more scope to do other things in the future. Things, what with content and stuff, what we can bring you. We could go top of the table tomorrow if we win against Leicester. And I know Arsenal have got to play this weekend, but I think psychologically, if we're top of the league going into the World Cup, psychologically when we come back, I believe on Boxing Day, it just makes things a lot better and a lot shinier place, doesn't it? A little bit on City women. Great 6 points they've got in the league. After 2 really bad defeats. A lot of talk about Gareth Taylor going. I still think, I still don't think he is the right person for the job. Yes, they've got 6 points, and they had an amazing win, against Blackburn in the Conti Cup the other night. But I'm still not convinced over Taylor. I'm really not. They're at home as well on Sunday. I think it's a 12 o'clock kickoff, I think it is, at the Academy Stadium against Liverpool. There's still tickets available and stuff like that, so if you fancy going down there, get yourself down there and support the women. After tomorrow for the men, we've got 4 home games on the bounce. We're at we've got Sevilla and in the Champions League, Fulham in the league, Chelsea in the cup, and then we finish our at home to Brentford. So we've got a great chance now to get 6 points in the Premier League. Hopefully we'll go through against Chelsea as well in the League Cup, and we're already finished top against in the Champions League anyway, aren't we? So it's a bit of a rubber duck there at Sevilla game. So give some of the kids a run out, because the likes of Cole Palmer, because he's impressed a lot. Cole Palmer, Lewis at the back as well. I think he deserves a little bit of time. So yeah, just get a few of the kids playing, give them some minutes, and even play Mahrez in that one, for full 90 minutes. Try and get him playing into some sort of form as well. Don't forget, Blues, tomorrow 12:30 kickoff. It's live on BT Sport, for those who are wondering where they can watch it. So 3 points, and I will be a happy man, as I'm sure you will be happy people as well. We'll be back on Sunday with Riz and the gang, John. We've got Eddie as well from the Memorial page, and we'll have Anne-Marie as well. We may have we might have Stan as well, if his technical issues get sorted out. So let us know your thoughts. If you don't mind, subscribe, see what see what we can do in the future with some content and stuff like that. I'm looking at doing some City quizzes as well. So if you fancy getting involved in a City quiz, just leave your comments on the YouTube channel and stuff like that. And if it's doable, we'll get it done. All right, Blues. Thanks for listening and watching, and we'll do it all again on Sunday, hopefully with 3 points. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.